All right. So we're going to start with that band. We're going to hold it underneath our feet. Try to have the feet in the center of your band. I'm going to have my feet in my Pilates stance. I'm going to walk my hands pretty further down. So as I'm pulling myself back up, I feel my core pulling me back up. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to start with are these little shoulder rolls. We're going to take those shoulders up, back, slide them down, and up, back, and feel that band assisting those shoulders going deeper away from those ears. And two more. We go up, back, and down, and up, back, and down. Now reverse it. Go back, up, and down. And three, up, and down. And two, up and down. And last one. And now we're going to take it to a roll down. Draw the chin to your chest. Scoop the belly in deeper as you peel off that imaginary wall. You choose how far you go down. And as I come up, it's not from my back, it's from my core and my glutes. And try that again. I draw my chin to my chest, then my shoulders peel off the wall, my eyes are to my navel, arms just dangling down, band gets loose. And I start to inhale as I come up, and then exhale, separate the feet, and then bend the knees into a squat, and come back up. So chest is proud, weight is behind you. So feel like someone's pulling you by your waistline back. Yep. And I go for 4, and lift. And 3, and lift. And 2, and lift. And 1. Take one foot out of that band. Yep. And we're going to hold this balance. We hold it here for 8, 7, bands hanging down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now step that foot out to the side. Okay, take both ends into the one hand, and we're going to do a plie and bring it up, down, and up. I go 6, and up. 5, proud chest, please, knees tracking over your toes. And 3, good. And 2, and 1. One end in each hand, and step back into that band. My other foot will come up and balance. Proud chest, find that focal point, wrap that standing leg, and hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step it out. Both ends in that hand, and we plie and come up. And 7. Inner thighs are working, glutes are working, core is pulling in, and I go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Remove that band, and let's take it all the way down to the floor for some bridges. So the band is going to play an important role today. Some exercises, it will stretch us more, some strengthen us more. So we're going to take it all the way down, and I'm going to hold my band right in that hip pocket where my thigh meets my hip, and my arms are going to be straight, and my legs are hands width apart. I'm in neutral spine, so I'm not forcing my back down. I'm just laying on that mat. My arms are going to stay straight. My fingers are going to stay reaching long. And I want you to articulate your spine up off that mat and feel like the hands are trying to press down to the mat as we press the hips through the band. Articulate that spine back down and just keep those arms reaching long. No pressure on the back of your neck. Tuck your tail. Your butt comes up first. Scoop that belly in deeper as you lift those hips higher. Push those shoulders down further and then melt back down for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Tuck that tail. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down. And one more time. Lift up. Now stay here. Let go of the breath. Keeping the spine nice and long, we'll start to lower towards the mat and come right back up. And down. And lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. And my arms are staying pushing down. So my hips are really working harder and my glutes and hams to lift up. And I go for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. And I'm going to lower it down, articulate 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tabletop your right leg. Bridge back up. And now we're going to do a single leg bridge. I'll tap down for 1 count, lift through the band up, and tap, and lift. Arms are staying long and strong. Inhale to exhale. I go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Put that leg down. Let's tabletop the other side. So my knees over my hip. My shin is parallel to the floor. Arms are reaching long. I bridge up. Shoulders are heavy. Hips in a straight line. And I tap down and lift up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And 3. And 4. 4 more. Here's 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bridge down and place the feet down. Grab onto that band, hold it up over your chest. Hands are shoulder width apart. Keeping the rib cage still, reach the arms behind you by your temples. Don't let the rib cage go with you, and bring those arms straight up. Try that again. Inhale back. Exhale in. Keep your shoulders relaxed on that mat and bring it up. So I'm going to add on. I'm going to inhale back. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest and reach that band towards my thighs. You don't have to ever lift your head. Remember that. I'm going to inhale back. Keep the rib cage still. Exhale, draw the chin to your chest and reach long. I inhale back. Exhale all the air out of your center and pause with your head down and the arms straight up. Tabletop both legs. So we're going to add on. And again, if this is straining to your back, keep your feet on the mat. I'm going to reach my band to my shins, push through my shins with those arms, and then retrace my steps back down. Draw the chin to your chest. Exhale, press down, and inhale. And again, don't drag that head. Push down, release, and come back. Give me 2 more. So again, you don't have to lift your head, but if you are lifting your head, make sure that you are not dragging it, right? We are not dragging. Yes. Good. And then release, and keep those arms up over your chest. You can stay in that tabletop position, that's fine. And we're going to tap those toes. The right toes tap, bring it up, and then the left toes tap, and we bring it up. And we tap 1 and lift up, and tap 2 and lift up. Tap one side, tap the other side. The pelvis doesn't change. No. Rib cage is heavy. Move with control. Keep the band tight. You got it. And lift back up and tap. Lift up and tap. Lift up. And I go 4. Good. And 3. And 2, and 1. Hug it in, rock yourself up, straight legs. Flatten out the band and place it behind your toes. And the toes should be inside the band, not going over it. So don't have the band in your arch. So it's over all the toes. Walk those hands pretty further down. Yep. And we're going to start by stacking our spine nice and long. So I have that resistance. I really feel my body muscles working to hold my spine tall. Okay? So press the back of those knees into your mat. Chest is open, shoulders are melted. We're going to draw the chin to our chest. We're going to tuck that tail. We're going to start to come all the way down for 8, 7. Relax those arms straight. Yeah, there you go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eyes to belly. And start to come up. Arms stay straight. Arms stay straight. Arms stay straight. Arms stay straight. And good. Keep yourself just like this shape, but bring it back. Inhale, melt those shoulders. Wrap your thighs. Everything is wrapping into your center. You got to breathe.
So if this is a straining exercise coming back, we're not doing it right. Let the band help you when you need the help. And again, we bring it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, eyes to belly. Inhale, 2, exhale. Let's just do one more. Start to come back. I'm still looking into my belly. Tuck that tail, eyes still the belly button. And then it floats up to the ceiling. Draw that chin to your chest. Inhale, 2, exhale. Stack your spine. Make an X with your band. So I simply just take the right side over to the left side over to the right. Yep. And we're going to slide our hands towards our body. So I'm not down by my feet anymore. So I can't have a whole lot of resistance. So I'm not down here anymore. I walked my hands further up. Then I'm going to take my knuckles and touch them together. Okay? My elbows are out. I punch my knuckles together. Now keep your hands attached to your sternum. Inhale, nothing. On the exhale, start to melt your spine, but I'm not lying down. I'm only going to come about a half of the way. Pause. Relax the shoulders. Elbows out. Elbows out. Now open up those arms to a wide V. Now the palms are going to go up, the knuckles go down, and my arms are reaching behind me. Yep. And then bring those arms up as high as you can. Circle them around. Connect your knuckles and stack your spine, bringing those knuckles to the top of your sternum again. And then exhale back. Exhale back. Round. Don't hinge. Round. Open up to that wide V. My knuckles go down. My palms catch raindrops. Lift those arms up. Circle it around. Knuckle to knuckle. Stack your spine from your core, not your back. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, open those arms. Now pull them behind you as your head comes forward. Lift up, scoop that belly deeper. Circle it around. Stack your spine. Inhale. And then exhale, hold this position right here. I'm going to take one elbow towards my mat. I'm going to follow that elbow and then switch. So my legs are playing an important role here because by wrapping my legs, I'm getting that connection to support my abdominals. My hips stay still. Yep, side to side and side to side. And I go for 3. This should not hurt your back. Your butt should not be moving around that mat. 2 and 1 and 1. Hold here and bring it all the way up. Okay, unwind that. Keep your right foot in, take your left foot out. Good. Then we're going to lay all the way back. And I'm going to take my right leg, and I'm going to bend it in. I'm going to zip it up, and I'm going to reach it long. So I'm going to try that again. Bend my knee, pull it into my chest, zip my leg straight up, and then reach it super long. And knee goes into chest, the leg goes up to the ceiling, I reach long. And in and up, reach long. And in, up, reach long. Let's reverse it. Come up, bend, push it out. Lift up, bend, reach it way long. Lift up, bend, press it long. Press it long. And then hold it up this time. Now, if it feels better to your lower back to bend the left leg, bend that left leg, okay? So I got one in each hand. My elbows are down. My leg is reaching long. Turn that kneecap away from you so I'm externally rotated in my hip. Put that bowling ball on your torso. And let's go towards our center, down, and then straight up. So I'm tracing a backwards capital D. It's around to come up. Inhale, exhale, 4. One more. Inhale, exhale, 5. Now let's reverse it. I go away from my center line, zip it straight up.
Inhale to exhale. Pelvis doesn't move. Other hip doesn't move. If my knee is bent on the opposite leg, it doesn't move. Good. Arms up, other foot in. Lower the other leg straight down to your mat. So I'm going to take this knee in, push it out, lift it up. Bend that knee, push it straight out, lift it up. Bend your knee, push it out, lift it up. Remember, that opposite leg is reaching nice and long. I inhale to exhale. Let's reverse it. Let's go straight down, bend your knee in, lift up. Straight down, bend that knee in, lift up. Inhale to exhale. One more. Down, in. Now hold this leg up. All right, so if it feels better, bend that right knee. And you'll notice your back has a bigger chance of being heavy on the mat than if your leg is straight, okay? So my kneecap is turned away from my rotation of my hip. My shoulders are down, my elbows are down, my rib cage is heavy. Let's go towards the other leg, sweep down, and come straight up to center. It's inhale to exhale. Round two, come up. I am moving my leg from my core. Can you feel that connection with your core to that leg? One more. And now let's reverse it. Away from your center, zip up. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Push in that band, lengthen that leg. Last one. Good. Then I'm going to rock myself up. Okay, take that band off your foot. I'm going to put it back into our hands, shoulder width apart. So in the first couple exercises, we had our legs tabletop and we were pushing through the shin. We're going to sort of go back to that with our single leg stretch. So I have my band, shoulder width apart. That's it. I'm going to come back to the base of my shoulder blade. If you want to put your head down, you will lay all the way down. I'm going to draw my knees in and my arms are reaching long, okay? All right, so I'm going to take my left knee in, my right leg out, and I'm going to push down against that shin. Bring it in and switch. Draw it down and draw it down. My knee comes in, I push down against that shin and push and shh and shh. I'm pushing and exhaling at the same time. Push down as I exhale. And remember, your head never has to be lifted. Drive that knee in. Drive that knee in. Drive that knee in. Last 1, 2 knees in, and rest your head down on your mat. All right, so we're going to do double leg stretch. If taking your legs away from your center is straining to your back, your legs will go straight up instead, okay? So I'm going to reach my band for my ankles. I'm going to curl my chin to my chest. You don't have to lift, but both knees are in. Right now, my back is heavy. It needs to stay that way. I'm going to reach out, hold, 2, 3, come in and press down with that band. And I'm going to reach long. Inhale, 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 exhale. If it hurts your back, where should your legs be? Higher to the ceiling. And if your head is lifted, you need to have your eyes to your belly. I reach back, I hold. 3, 2, 1, shh, push down. Reach long, hold, 2, 3, press down. I reach out to a Pilates V, strong in my center. And we have 1 more to go. Inhale, hold, 2, 3, and hug those knees in. Woo! All right. So I'm going to rock myself up to get my band behind that foot again. So I'm going to take my band behind my right foot. My right foot has that band. Okay? And I lie back down. Make sure your toes are all in that band. Band's nice and flat. Okay.
So I want you to take both ends and put them into that right hand because the band's behind my right foot. And I'm going to bring my other leg up to meet it, and I'm in a Pilates V. You can choose to keep your head down. If your head is down, you can keep your arm to your side. And if your head is lifted, you can take your hand behind your head. So pick your poison. And I'm going to take that band leg down first. The other leg comes towards me, and I switch. So I want you thinking long, long legs. Long legs. Yep. Especially that band leg. I want it pressing into that band to get longer. Let's breathe. Inhale as it lowers. Exhale as it comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I go 4 and 3. We got this. And 2 and 1. Head down. Hold that stretch. Reach the arm that was just behind your head out like a T. Both legs are straight. And I want you to float this right leg out to your right without your left hip going with it. Now I want to see straighter legs because we're going to push into that band. Yeah, keep the shoulders heavy. Come back up, put the ends in the other hand. The left hand has the ends. Pull your left elbow down. Reach the right arm out to your side. Now keep your hips where they are, but drop this leg across your body. Yep. So I'm not lifting my butt cheek. I'm just stretching into that band. This is your IT band. And then if I want to get more into my back, I'm going to look away from this leg. I'm going to let my butt cheek lift off the mat. I'm pressing long, but I still have my shoulders heavy. And then bring it back up to center, one end in each hand. And let's switch the feet out. So I'm going to put the left foot in. Okay. Both ends are in your left hand. Pull your elbow down and bring the other leg right next to it in a Pilates stance. If you're keeping your head down, your arm stays right glued to your side. If I'm lifting my head up, I'm going to put my hand behind my head. Pick which way you want your head. I'm going to exhale if I'm lifting up. And then my band leg is going to drop down towards the floor. The other leg comes towards me. And I switch. I inhale to exhale. If your head is lifted, you know you got to have your shoulders off that mat. Reach both legs long. Good. And then relax those toes, but don't flex those heels. I inhale to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Can you get those legs a little longer? And 2 and 1. Head down. Reach the arm out like a T. So both legs are straight right now. And then I'm going to let this left leg drop to my left as I keep that hip very still. The pelvis is still. I'm anchoring it down. I'm pressing into that band. I come back up. I switch my hands out. Take the other arm like a T. Now keep your butt and hip still as you drop this leg across your body. This is your IT band stretch. Make sure the core is engaged. Now, if you want more about your back, look away from that leg. The butt cheek's going to peel off the mat. I'm twisting my spine. I'm keeping my shoulders heavy, and both legs are straight. Make sure the core is still engaged to bring that leg back up. One end in each hand, and both feet into the band. I'm going to do my little Pilates V. If you'd rather be parallel, that's fine. And then pull the elbows down. Again, you can keep your head on the mat, or I'm going to inhale, and on the exhale, draw my chin to my chest. Shoulders are relaxed. Double straight leg, lower lip. We're going to go lower, lower, lower. Bring it up. Down, down, down. Zip it up. Remember the rib cage, the pelvis, the hips, they don't change. But boy, am I pushing my legs out into that band. So I'm lengthening those muscles, scooping that belly, and making sure my back is staying on the mat. You have to breathe. It's inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Drive it in. 1, 2, 3, drive it in. One more. 1, 2, 3, drive it in, head down. Take the left foot back out of the band. Put both ends once again into the right hand. Everybody take their left hand behind their head. Good. We're going to draw the chin to the chest. Great. We're going to do those scissors again. The right leg is going to go down. The left leg is going to go towards you. When the right leg comes back up, take the opposite elbow across. Come back to center, and then we cross over. I inhale, I exhale. So think of the shoulder crossing over more than an elbow, because sometimes when I say elbow, I shouldn't have said elbow, you take that elbow and you hug your head like this, and that's wrong. And I go 3, and 2, 1. Hold it here. Reach that hand for the outside of that ankle, and I'm going to pulse up and down. Up. I'm trying to reach for that ankle. You got it. 4 more. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Head down. One end in each hand. Put the other foot in the band. Take the other foot out. So my left foot has the band. My left hand has the ends. Pull your left elbow down. Right hand goes behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. So you're going to take the band leg. It's going to go down. Other leg goes towards you. I cross that shoulder over. I hold center. I cross to that band leg. Exhale, cross. I'm keeping my sits bones on that mat. Hips are staying still. Pelvis is staying still. Are you with me? And 4. You got to breathe as you twist. 3. All the air out of that center. 2. Hold this one. Now reach the outside of your ankle. Yep, and lift up towards the ankle. Breathe. Your face should not be turning beet red. And 4, and 3, and 2. You're busted. 1. Woo. Both feet in that band, and rock yourself up. Good. All right. So take those legs almost as wide as your mat, but not as wide. Okay? Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. We're only here for an hour. I'm losing them. Let me wheel you back in. Okay, so make an X with your band. My legs are wide, but not as wide as my mat. It'll be too hard to get my arms behind me. So sit as tall as you can. Flex those hips. Okay, so this is wrong. See how my back is rounded and I don't have my shoulders over my hips? Here we are. Slide those hands along your band so they're to the outer edge of your mat. If you're not sitting tall enough, you won't have enough space for your arms, okay? So I'm going to inhale nice and tall. On the exhale, just draw your chin to your chest and press the arms back a little bit. Stack your spine. So it's a very small move. And I exhale. Inhale, tall. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drive that navel back. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And bring it back up and uncrisscross. Take that band behind your back. Now, a couple options for your legs. You can keep the legs just how they are. You can put a soft bend into them. You can let your knees fall out to the side. Your last choice is a crisscross. Okay, so you're going to sit whichever way works for you. I think I gave you 4 different ways. All right, so my palms are up. Okay, then I'm going to reach my arms out and then come back in. So I want you to sit tall. Don't sink all your weight into your hips and your lower back. I'm going to push out. Opposition. My arms are pushing out. My navel is pulling in. Good. I press out and I return back in. And inhale to exhale. And I go for 4. Good. And 3, and 2. Now this time, take the palms to face down and pull the elbows back. My arms are parallel to the floor. You gotta sit tall, so do whatever you gotta do. Push out, exhale. Inhale, return. Press out. I'm sitting as tall as I can. The back of my head is also in line with my spine. And I exhale, belly goes in. Inhale. Shh. With control. Don't think of swimming. Think of a chest press. Think of laying on your back and pushing dumbbells up over your chest and then bending your elbows back. And I go for 4. That's it. Use that bend that's even taller. 3. Good. Give me 2 more. Here's 2. Hold it out here. Now I'm going to do little crisscrosses, one on top of the other. And I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the band and slide it underneath your seat. Now I'm going to straighten my legs back out again in a Pilates stance. I'm going to slide my hands along the band until I can have my arms bent. I'm holding my band with my thumb and second finger, and I'm slightly hinged forward. A hinge forward does not mean your head pokes out like this. I simply tilted my whole spine. I'm going to press my arms straight up to a diagonal and then come right back down. And again, press. Every time my arms go up, it's a reminder for my core to pull in and up. I'm zipping up that rib cage, but I'm not collapsing as I come down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Don't forget to sit nice and light on those sits bones. Now let's add on. We're going to come up and hold. Keep the arms straight. Float them down to the mat. Bring them back up. And circle them out to the sides and bend the arms and start all over. Press diagonally up, inhale. Lower the arms straight down, exhale. Bring them right back up and circle. Bend your arms. Push them up, hold. Now straight down in front of you, exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale. Can we do one more? Remember, don't lean back, don't lean back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And release your band. Whew. Take those legs as wide as your mat. My favorite in this series is the saw. So we're going to open up these arms. Feel like I'm standing behind you with my leg. Okay? Palms face down. If you can, back of the knees are down. Okay. Yes, I know. Rotate to face me. Okay, there we are. So you shouldn't have went like this. Okay. Now soft your baby toe and look at your back hand. Now from your core, lift up. Shoulders are down. Rotate away from me and soft that baby toe. Inhale up. Rotate, 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 rotate. Big exhale. Shh. Inhale, fill up the gas tank. Exhale. Now I'm seeing people lifting their shoulders up on this rotation. Let the shoulders rest on top of the rib cage. Soft that baby toe. Can you give me one more? Inhale up. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Exhale. Back to the center and release. Okay, remove that band from behind you. And we're going to go into a swan. So let's come onto our stomachs. This is not a break for your powerhouse. Make sure you're laying where you can see me. Okay? And I'm going to take my hands directly underneath my shoulders. My legs are sits bone width apart. If you have a lower back issue, take them wider, okay? But relax your feet. Let your feet get a little stretch too, okay? Pull your navel away from your mat. So I'm going to roll a marble with my nose so my neck is in line with my spine. Then think of lifting from the chest so my head's just along for the ride. My belly button stays on the mat. My shoulders are down. I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. And then I come back down and pull your belly button away from your mat. Roll that marble, just a little roll.
Inhale, slide those shoulders down as you lift up. Squeeze your butt. Exhale, come down. Just one more. Roll that marble. And it doesn't mean roll the marble so far that your neck is out of alignment when you're lifting up. And then come back down. Now grab onto your band. Okay? Don't double it up, but see if you can get it behind you. The best you can, center it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? The band's going to be all bunched up at this point. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to have my hands resting by those back pockets. So my knuckles are resting on my back pockets. My palms are catching raindrops. I'm going to take my legs together, and my elbows just fall down to my side. Keep the navel pulled in, and give me these 3 little kicks of your glutes. So we're going to go kick, kick, kick. Now reach the arms back. Lift up the head and chest. Your feet go down. Lower your forehead back down to your mat. Bend those elbows and kick. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale. Reach that band towards your heels. Lift up your head and chest. So my legs are straight. Look at me. Legs are straight. Reach for your heels. Come back down. Bend your arms. And that's kick. 1, 2, 3. Shh. I'm just giving you a little tug on that band and kind of getting it off my booty. Come back in, bend and kick. 1, 2, 3. Shh. Come back down and kick. 1, 2, 3. Open the chest, look down towards that mat. 1 more and kick. 1, 2, 3. Now reach long, feet heavy. Lift those arms a little higher. Lower the arms to your legs. Lift those arms back up and lower them back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale and release. Keep the band just hanging on you. Let's stretch back into a child's pose. The band's just hanging there. Now I'm going to grab it. I'm going to put it by the mid-back, and I'm going to press out as I press back. Okay? So I just put it behind my back, and I'm pushing out, and I'm pressing into my band. Lovely. Good. Woo. And then release. Okay, so let's come on to our sides. So your head's going to be on this end of your mat, and your feet on that end of your mat, okay? Open up that band if it got all bunched up, just so in the center your foot can be flat in your band, okay? So the top foot is going to have the band put on it, and try to have all your toes in that band, okay? Oh my goodness, are we awake? Tough weekend? All right. So we're going to line the back of our mat. Our legs are stacked, okay? So you can lay on your arm. You can prop your head up. You kind of do a little bit of both. Slide your feet to the front edge of your mat. You're going to choose how much resistance you've got on this band, but don't have so much that you can't hold this band still. So I like to punch my knuckles into my mat to give myself something to be grounded into, okay? So I'm going to pry my top leg hip height. My bottom foot pushes down into the mat. I'm going to swing forward, give a push, and then swing back. I exhale forward. It's 2 kinds of kicks. I inhale back. My foot flexes forward, and it points back. Don't let your hip move. Don't lean back here. Don't lean back. And then don't come forward. Yep. And exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Now swing your leg forward. Bring this leg up and then straight down. Swing it forward. Lift it up. Bring it down. Are you pushing that bottom leg down? I hope so. Forward, up, straight down. And 1 more. Forward, up, and down. Let's do the reverse. Let's go back, up, and down. Come back, up, and down. Inhale, 2, exhale. How about keeping that bottom rib cage light on your mat? And I come all the way down. I'm going to turn my top kneecap to the ceiling.
So my feet are stacked. I lift up, light as a feather. Zoop. Now work. Now push into your band. Lengthen that leg away from the hip. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. You got to get your heel on top of your other heel. One more. And then I'm going to lift my top leg and hover my feet on top of each other. And I'm going to circle forward like I'm brushing sand off that bottom foot. I'm only going as high as my hip. And I'm staying over the bottom foot. 3, 2, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and come up. Now, pay attention. Take that off of your foot. Bend both knees. Take the band behind your thighs and bring the ends to the front. So just put it behind your thighs. It's not folded. You'll never be able to lift your leg. And then come into a clam position. So I can be on my forearm. I can be down here. Okay? You're going to pick it. All right, so my knees are stacked. You choose how tight to make this band. All right? Are you ready? Keep your feet glued together. So feet are on the mat. This bottom knee is going to stay. This one's going to open. Keep your feet together and open. So if it's too hard, you got your band way too tight. Yeah. You choose, right? If I hold it way down here and tug, it's going to be a lot harder than if I hold it here. Make sense? Okay. How's that bottom rib cage? Whether you're on your forearm or laying on your side, this should be pulling in, right? Nothing else moves. Nothing else moves. My knees touch. My knees separate. My knees touch. And they separate. So I hope you have picked the right resistance of this band to get something out of this. And 3. Good. And 2. Now hold this one up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Other side. That was fun. It was. All right. We do a quick time check. Oh my. Okay. So much to do yet. Don't you think our time goes by so fast together? Yeah. You sure, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Dave has been whipping my butt in pickleball lately, and I told him, I said, I'll see you on Tuesday. But I don't think I'm whipping your butt today. I don't think I'm whipping your butt today, am I? Okay. He told me he wasn't going to come to class today. Do you remember that, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I might be sick.
All right, so your top leg has the band. And you can lay all the way down on your arm like this, right? Or you can like make a pillow, prop your head, take your legs to the front edge of your mat. Now, if you're leaning back like this, I'm not going to be able to do anything for you, right, to make you stronger. So make sure you got the right alignment, hip over hip. And I like to push my knuckles into the mat, my fist. My palm is facing me. And I'm right by my torso. I'm going to lift my top leg hip height. Now we swing a big swing and then give a push. And then a big swing and push. So it's big, little, point, back. Belly takes it forward, back of the leg and glute takes it back. Exhale to inhale. And yes, the band gets loosey-goosey here. It's okay. You got it. Keep that bottom leg pushing down. I shouldn't see anybody hula hooping with this. Keep your hips still. Keep your hips very still. It's just your leg moving. So the core has to work twice as hard. Now we're going to take that leg forward, pull it up, slide it down. Swing forward, lift it up, reach it long. I'm not just going through these motions. I'm actually getting something out of this. Belly is in, lift up. Now let's reverse it. Go backwards, lift up, and come down. What do you think? How do you think your leg is moving? It's from that hip socket, right? This is good for the hip. And up, and down. One more. Inhale, 2, exhale. Okay, now my feet are stacked. Now turn the toes away from each other, and I'm going to light as a feather, lift up, light as a feather. Now here's where I work, and I stretch long. I inhale up. Now I stretch even longer, and I scoop that belly in stronger. Inhale up, breathe. Shh. Can you feel the abdominals deflate? Shh. And they're strengthening more. Shh. One more. Inhale, light as a feather. Okay, now my top foot looks just like my bottom foot, and I hover it hip height. Circle over. Now think of getting longer with each circle, and my belly pulling deeper. And 2, and 1, reverse. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it on up. Take the band off. Now here's where we did that clam, right? So my knees are bent. I'm sort of facing one direction here. And I take the band behind my thighs. And by the way, if you didn't have a band, you could be doing all these exercises just the same way. We just have a little more resistance. So it's behind me. I bring the ends to the front of my mat. I can be propped up on my forearm. I can lay on my side. Whichever way you are, though, the rib cage has to look like this, even if you're laying down, okay? All right, so my knees are towards the top edge. You're choosing how tight to make this, and I lift up and down. The pelvis does not go with you. Let me show you what I mean. I'm not going with it, okay? Everything is staying still. I'm pushing that bottom leg down as I lift that top leg up. If you feel a lot of weight on this shoulder, if you're propped up like this, you're collapsed. This has to be lifted. This has to be anchored. The neck should be relaxed. Up and down. Up and down. Lift and lower. Don't you always feel so much different after we've done a band workout? Like you feel a lot stronger and a lot lengthened. 3, 2, we're going to hold this one up and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, not so fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit up. Turn and face your feet. Unless you can't see me, then just flip around. But you're going to be gazing towards your feet. Okay, so we're going to take the band behind the toes. If you need help coming up in teaser prep, your hands are further down towards your feet. If you need help coming up. If you don't need as much help, then you're going to be further down and arms slightly lifted. Okay, so this is going to not help you as much as this is going to help you. Okay, so it's how much help you need from this band. Okay, all right, so my knees are 1 fist width apart. And I'm going to tuck my tail. You don't have to lay all the way down. If you can't come back up without momentum, why go all the way down? And come back up and sit tall. Sit tall. Sit tall. And I'm going to lower it down. I'm going to exhale all the air out. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. Find that lower back. Let the band help you. If you're all tense like this, I'm not doing anything for you. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Exhale. Chin to chest, eyes to belly. Inhale. Now, if you want a harder option, I'm going to take my legs straight out. And you would think I'm going to be doing a roll up, but I'm not. I'm going to take my eyes to my belly, and my eyes and my toes are going to stay together. The band will support my legs. It makes a cradle for them. It's not as hard. And then I'm going to come back down. Exhale. So if you can't come up with your knees bent, I wouldn't try this option. Eyes to belly. I float up. I float up. I float up. I float back down. Eyes and toes stay together. So when my feet hit, my head hits. Eyes to belly. Inhale. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2. One more time. Chin to chest. Eyes to belly. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, press those legs longer, press those legs longer. Woo! And let's sit all the way up for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, so take the band to only one foot, and the foot is going to be the back foot. Does that make sense? So the one furthest from the center. So Dave, it's going to be your left foot. Put it on your left foot. Yeah. Okay. You might as well go that way. Okay? All right, so you're going to come up to this kneeling position, and that band leg is going to be straight out. Yep. The band leg is straight out. If we're on opposite legs, that's okay. You'll figure out what we're doing. I was trying to have everyone's head on this, and it's okay. It's okay. So take that hand down. You are fine. It's hard when I'm looking at you instead of staying the same way. Okay, here we go. We're going to lift this leg up, reach it long. Up, reach it long. Lift and lower. Try to have those hips in a straight line. If this is bothering your neck, holding it like this, look down at the hand. And 3 and 2. Hold this one up. If you need more support to hold it up, pull more on that band. Circle. 4, 3, 2. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that foot down and stack that spine up. That wasn't so bad. Take it off that foot. I'm going to put the band on the other foot. If you are doing the opposite as me, you'll be the opposite looking at me. All right, nice long leg. Okay, reach this hand for your mat. Okay, push the hips forward. Yeah, and we're going to lift this leg up and down. Up and down. Lift and lower. Isn't it nice the sun's coming through the windows now? We love the sun. Watch your neck. Don't leave her saying, it's killing my neck. Look down at your hand if you need to. And we go for 3. Reach that leg longer. Push through that band. 2. Now hold this one up. Circle forward. Round to come up. Round to come up. Round to come up. And reverse. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Stack your spine back up. And take it off your foot. Good. Okay. So I want you to turn sideways. So your feet can definitely be resting on your mat. Make sure everything is pushing forward. So we shouldn't have this happy little butt. Have a tough butt. So my knees are apart. My feet are apart. My hamstrings are engaged. My glutes are engaged. I'm holding this out shoulder height. I'm going to pull it down against my thighs, stretch back, open my chest to a door frame, and return back home. Don't lose that feeling of your glutes and your hamstrings working. Don't forget to breathe. So we're going to inhale, pull it down, exhale. I'm going to add on, don't tune me out. Inhale, freeze. Now on one big exhale, look left, center, right, center, and release. That was all a shh. Okay? Now we'll go to the right first. Inhale, lock it there. Now to the right, exhale. Center, left, center, return. We'll go to the left this time again. Inhale, exhale, left, center, right, center. And one more time going to the right. Inhale, fill it up. To the right. I want you to sit back. How's that feel? Flatten your feet if you can. Get a stretch in those feet as well. This is a hardship for your knees. Stay into that higher kneel. Bring those arms straight up. So I want you to side stretch to your left and feel your right butt cheek pressing into that heel more and back to center. And then stretch to your right and feel that left butt cheek pressing to that heel more and center. Up and stretch side. Inhale to exhale. And I inhale to exhale and release. Band off your mat. Tabletop. Curl those toes under and pike your seat up. Press those heels heavy. Now lift one heel and see if you can get the other heel to push down. If not, walk your foot a little more forward, close to your hands. Now switch those heels out. Having flexibility in your calves is just as important as your hip flexor and your hamstring. Push down. Remember, over tightness in the body, you're more prone to injuries there. One heel is down, one heel is up. I'm pushing the weight back. It shouldn't be on my hands. Good. Now 2 heels are down. Walk your hands to your feet and bring yourself all the way out from your core. Okay, so we haven't done this for a while. So I want you to have your feet in your Pilates stance. So we're going to have a little bit of a contest here. I'm going to look around the room and I'm going to see that we're all on this connection, right? I want you not to lose the connection at all. So from the time I roll you down into a plank, we do 3 tricep push-ups. Maybe you just hold the plank and you walk yourself back up. You should still have your heels connected. Okay? Let's see who can do this. Okay? All right, we're going to inhale up. On the exhale, I draw my chin to my chest. I'm peeling off a wall. Now, if you can't touch the floor with the legs straight, you can bend. I can lift my heels even. I still haven't connected though, don't I? Now walk forward for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. My heels are still connected. Even if I have to lower to my knees, my heels are still connected. 3 tricep push-ups. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Pike your seat up. I see we already lost our heel connection, some of us, and walk back. 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself up. So let's try that again. Raise your hand if you kept your heels connected. Don't lie because I was watching. Try it again. Connect your heels. Inhale up. Float, exhale, eyes to the belly button. I'm rounding over a barrel. Don't touch the barrel with your belly. If you have to, bend your knees a touch. Walk the hands forward in 3, 2, 1. Are your heels still connected? Tricep push-ups. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Pike your seat up. Heels still connected, I hope, and walk back. 3, 2, 1. And let's pull ourselves up from the belly, from the belly, from the belly, from the belly. Okay. Face me. Legs are apart. Heels are turned in. Make a little, yep. So we're going to rotate. And I want the hand that was pulling back to come behind your back and the other hand to go behind that thigh. And then retrace. And then come back around. Yep, legs are straight. Pull yourself back around. We rotate. My hand goes to the ceiling behind me to my back. This one comes behind my quad or my hamstring. Bring yourself back up. Rotate, hand goes behind my back. Other hand goes behind my thigh. Bring yourself back up. Lower those arms. Give me a nice big inhale up. And exhale. And again, grow taller. And exhale. And last one. We breathe. Inhale up. And exhale down. You made it. All right. Good job.